Wish I could feel what I can't see. Float like a butterfly, scream like a banshee. Something's hiding in the pantry. My husband was just telling me, excuse me, it's the morning time, guys. He was just telling me that, how cool it was that our washer has a pause button. Because I don't let him touch the washer. We just recently got it less than a year ago, and I don't let anybody touch it. I do the laundry. So I just had him pause it for the video, and he was like, yeah, it's so cool as a pause button. So this was kind of an impromptu because I have 4 videos that were going up this week, but I'm like, I want one for Friday too. So I thought maybe we could get ready together. I'm trying a bunch of products that I have not used, especially on camera. So I thought that you guys might appreciate that. But I will warn you, I woke up with a really bad cranked neck and shoulder muscle, and because I did a lot of stuff yesterday, so I'm highly medicated, and I even smoked a little bit. And so I don't know how this will go. I'm sorry if this is like a weird moment for us. But as you can see, I'm melting already, so let's get this started. I'm going to just use my little AOA clips to clip back my hair so nothing gets into it. Not that it helps, because I somehow always find foundation in my hair at the end of the day, no matter what. And while we're doing this, I'm going to go in with my AOA little lip mask. I've done hit pan on this. I see the bottom of you. I love this stuff so much. You can't put lip products over it because it's technically a sleeping mask, but if you want to put it on while you're doing everything before your lips, it will really help your lipstick and your lip liner just look flawless. I hate how my face looks. If you guys are wondering, this is all for my period, and I had just gotten it cleared up, and then bam, that happened. So I don't want to talk about it. I'm not happy. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about is something so freaking cool, and I couldn't wait to tell you guys about this. I hauled this just recently, and it doesn't have a brand or anything. It's just a color correcting perfect primer illuminator. And I didn't have much hope for this because of the fact that there's no company name really, and it's like, who are you? What are you? It's $1 off of SHOPMISSA. But I've used this twice now. And it is an exact dupe for the Dr. Brandt's Pores No More. I shit you not. I literally shit you not. This is the same consistency, same everything, only this is a little bit of a lighter color. That's really, literally the only difference. Other than that, this is the Dr. Brandt's Pores No More. So I ordered another one, and honestly, I will probably keep ordering more and more and more. And I hope that they keep these on the site, because once people use it and start noticing that it's like literally Dr. Brandt's Pores No More and $1, we're screwed. Now this is probably going to mess up my makeup, but I wanted to try this out. I got this at TjMaxx or Marshall's, and this is the Josie Marin Vibrancy Argan Oil Foundation Fluid. I think that it might be too dark for me, so I might mix it with something, but I really wanted to try this out. Do I have high hopes for it? No, because I have oily prone skin, oily acne prone skin, and this is argan oil on my face. So I wanted to try it out, and it is really dark. Ooh, and really fluid. It's not like it didn't warn me, but I want to try this out, and I hope that it's good. Oh my god, that is orange, babe. I could definitely get away with using this on my like self-tanning days. I have a little bit of self-tanner left over, but not enough to like make this look normal. But yeah, this is definitely one of those self-tanning ones. You know, it's not a horrible match once it all starts covering everything, but you can see this right away. There's not much coverage, but look how oily I look. Look at that. And I get it, because I think that's the point of what this product is, you know, Vibrancy Argan Oil Foundation. So I'm just going to leave it because, you know, maybe we're just going to glow, forever glow. Or this is going to melt off my face. We're going to see. Now, I just recently hauled these two AOA. These are the color correcting concealers. And I got one in yellow and then light yellow. And I think I'm going to go in with yellow. But the thing with these is kind of crazy. Is you set these down and they dry almost immediately. You have to have a brush and go in real quick and get it blended around the edges before you do another eye. Because this almost ruined my makeup the other day because I did not realize it dried that fast and I could not get it to blend. I'm going to go in with this kind of thicker brush that I got from Shein as a set. It's still like, look at that. Leopard. I love leopard. Of course I love leopard. But what I want to do with this, because this is not exactly the concealer that I want to fully use. I want to use this as more of a color corrector. I'm going to literally put it right where I have the darkest part of my eyes. I just did too, and I should not have done that. This is what happens when you smoke. And it like completely covers it. It gets rid of the dark areas. And I really do like that. It's just you need to know how to work with it properly, which I didn't at first. But you really needed to go one eye in each moment and do it that way. That way you're not going to have it so dry that it's pulling on the foundation that you just put on, which would probably piss off anyone. I'm going to go in with the AOA Paw Paw. This is their liquid concealer in light ivory. And I'm going to put that down as my concealer today. I'm actually just going to use the same brush. Honestly, why not? I'll blend it out more with the beauty sponge when I'm done laying it down, but I want this because that Josie the foundation doesn't really have much coverage as well, on top of it being like very, very dewy. It doesn't cover very much, so maybe this can give me a bit more coverage, especially in my problem areas, because dang girl, dang. I mean, I think that if you have really, really dry skin, you're gonna love this, because I mean the glow on this, you can see it. It's unreal, and it actually comes through everything I have put on top of it so far. So now what I want to do is go in with this new powder that I showed you guys in my SHOPMISSA haul. This is a Giove Mineral Face Powder. I've used this once before, and it was not that bad. So actually, you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to go in with the AOA Perfect. This is in Soft Light, and I'm going to actually set my under eyes so those don't crease as quick as normal. Now I'm going to actually use the sponge from the Giove, I don't know how to say it. I feel like I have a hair on my face. And I'm just going to go in and start setting this down. I don't mind this at all. I actually think it's a really, really good powder, and the packaging is amazing for the price, $1. So it doesn't have a lot of shades. If you are darker skin toned, you're screwed, like always, which is just freaking dumb. You know, they need to come out with more shades. But this is what they're offering us. So if you have like my skin tone, maybe even a tad bit darker, you could grab this from the SHOPMISSA site, and it is pretty good. I mean, look at it. It's even chilling out all of that oiliness from the Josie Marin, and this powder may become my best friend. I'm going to go ahead and go in with the AOA Studio F12, their face powder brush, and I'm going to go down my neck and just make sure that everything is smooth. I love how this powder makes my face look after the argan oil foundation. That is something, I'm not sure exactly how I feel about this, but I mean, once it's set for me, it is a good shade. It's not much coverage, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I'm going to go in with the She Glam, and it doesn't have a name, but it's the one that has the like little marker on one end and then the skinny brow on the other. So I'm going to start with the skinny brow, and see if the girls are willing to work with me today. So how was everybody's 4th of July? I totally forgot that it was even the 4th of July on that day. I was working. I was sitting here filming, talking to you guys. I totally forgot that it was the 4th of July. I felt like such an asshole. I'm such a good American. Has anybody been keeping up with the Gabby Hanna, Jessie Smiles, Trisha Paytas, like everything drama? I mean, I feel like that's the only way that those people can keep relevant, because they're, you know, getting so much older and they're known for things, and people just get sick of it after a while. It doesn't catch their fancy after a while, that they have to turn to drama, because drama has become such a, it has been pushed to the forefront of what YouTube is, and it's getting kind of ridiculous. But it's like, even the huge YouTubers now are going at the drama channels and all of that, and I can't help but watch some of it. Like the Gabby Hanna little series she's putting out, and then what Jessie Smiles replied with, I watched those. And I mean, I honestly have to say, I liked Gabby for her content, not who she is. It's kind of evident that she's one of those types of people. But Jessie just legit seems like a very sweet girl who went through a horrible tragedy, and oh man, like it hurts. My heart hurts for her. I forgot to tell you guys, I'm going in with the Makeup Forever. This is the AQUA Resist Brow Fixer. It kind of just fills in any sparse coloring, keeps my eyebrows in place. It's kind of becoming one of my favorite little buddies, which thank God it is, because I'm almost out of my precious Lancome. So for my eyeshadow, I want to go in with the Moonstone palette. This is from SHOPMISSA, the AOA Studios. This is relatively one of the new ones that I got. I got this and Color My World recently. And I think that the only one I have left to get is one other colorful one, and then the XOXO one, which I had, but then Keegan destroyed. So it was my favorite. So it's out of stock right now. So when it gets back in stock, I'm getting it. So I'm going to use this palette today, see what we can kind of come up with. I think I might stick in this second row here. Keep it, I don't know, I'm digging that like goldish, like fool's gold, bronzy, I don't know, I'm feeling that lately. Where are my makeup brushes? I lose everything. I have the little like 2x2 square, and I'm still losing everything. I worked my ass off washing all these brushes yesterday, and for what? To dirty them today. I'm gonna go in with this kind of flesh tone matte here and just set down whatever I have on my eye, which is creased to hell. I think it's that concealer. I'm going to go in with this more tan color there and start putting that into my crease with my Macala brush that I got from SHOPMISSA, which is actually one of my favorite brushes, especially because I have a lot of room in my crease for transition shades since my eyes are so hooded. So a big brush like this, it just gets it exactly where I need it so quickly, and it's such a soft brush. And then I'm going to take a kind of smaller blendy brush, and it's more of like a shader brush, and go into that darker brown next to that tan, because I want this to go into the crease too, but I also want to have a little bit more control over where it's going. So I want to bring it halfway on my lid and then lightly into the crease. I don't want it going above that tan that I just put on. I'm going to take an AOA. This is their E113. It's just a flat brush, and my L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, and I'm going to cut my crease and be right back. Now I do want to go kind of dark, to be honest, so I'm going to go in with that shade right there. And I don't know how it's going to look on the eye, but it's going to be quite dark. Usually when you cut your crease, you go in with a lighter shade, but I'm feeling kind of dark today. Let's just do it. I really like this eyeliner. The Artista eyeliner. I have it in brown and black. The brown obviously looks black anyway, but I love it. Love it. Now lashes, I want to go in, and I don't think that I've tried these. Linda. Now if you guys watch my Instagram story, you know I talk about Linda, which is my wig that I got from Shein. I joke about it. But I want to actually go in and try the Linda lashes. They look a little bit more natural. So it won't look as crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these on, and I will be right back. You know what, instead of just like editing it through, I just actually want to talk to you guys for a second. And I want your opinions on Amanda Essing. If you know her, if you've heard of everything about her, about what's going on, about her suing Sephora for, I guess, defamation and slander, and you know, just she's a conservative, so she is a pro-Trump, you know, all this stuff. She has been going through a lot, and I don't necessarily watch her, but I do like her content beforehand I did. I want to know your guys' opinions on Amanda Essing. Like, what do you think? Are you supportive of her? Do you think that she's crazy? Like, what's the 411? I want to know what you guys think. Because, I mean, I watched one video from her yesterday, probably one of the newest ones she put up, about how, and I agreed with so much that she was saying, especially about cancel culture and how bad and detrimental cancel culture is. And I have to agree with her on that one. I think it's horrible to not have the right online to learn from your mistakes and be forgiven. And that is something that is like huge for me. And so I resonated a lot with her, and she talks a whole lot about God very passionately, and I'm not like that, but I don't judge people for that, you know, so that I don't judge watching someone by if they talk about God or not. Doesn't matter. But I want to know your guys' opinions. Is it because she's a conservative that you don't like her, or what? If you dislike her, and if you like her, tell me why. Tell me what's good. Like, tell me all the 411. I've watched a couple of videos from her, and they've all basically said the same thing. And besides political views, I'm more interested in the things that she says about the community, or YouTube as a whole, or social media as a whole. And I really resonated with her on that. So I don't like cancel culture. I have a hard time saying culture. For people who don't know, I was deaf up until the age of like 5 or 6, until I had surgeries on my ears. And I literally heard like I was underwater for that whole time. So certain words are hard for me. I had to go to a language specialist and speech therapy and all of that. So yes, girl still has a little bit of trouble saying some words. But I mean, even with her being very political and outspoken, she's getting torn apart because of who she's supporting, which is Trump, and what she is, which is conservative. And I think that's wrong. I don't think it's right that in America we are not allowed to have our say, our freedom of speech, you know. And I think that you do need to know that online your freedom of speech does not make it so you're not free of consequences from what you say, which a lot of people forget, and maybe even Amanda has forgotten. But sorry, I had to focus on those eyelashes, man. Make sure they're on there sturdy. I like them though. Very nice and natural looking lashes. But I just feel like she's really being targeted hard because she's speaking up for who she is. And that's not right, because she's not off killing babies, killing animals, doing crazy shit like that. If she supports Trump, she supports Trump. If she's a conservative, she's a conservative. If you don't like it, click off and don't listen to her anymore. It's that easy. But, you know, she has been going through it. People are trying to literally and have ruined her life over it. And I see that happening not just with YouTubers, but with celebrities and things like that. And if you're not being canceled because of it, then people are telling you to silence yourself because you're only into makeup. So that's only what you should talk about. That's not how life works, honey. This isn't TV. It's not a sitcom. Like, we're ever changing people over time. So that I understand. I've watched a couple of videos of hers and I connect with what she's saying on a level. I mean, there's another level where she goes off on some tangents that are a little like, girl, where are you going with this? But other than that, I have those same views, and I stopped being so vocal about my views because I was literally like ran off the internet by people who were like doing some crazy things that I was just like, alright, no, this is not a safe space anymore. For a bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Glow from Revolution Glow. This is actually very dark, but it is the only bronzer that I'm noticing that really works good, like where you can see it. Like, look at that. Look at that. And this is the light one. This is the light one. This is the light bronzer. But it blends out really nicely, so I'm not mad at it. And I mean, honestly, if you think about it, every single president has screwed up or done something that everybody doesn't like or goes against what they said that they were going to do before they got elected. You know, it's just, I'm the kind of person where I just try to support and hope that the president that we have does the right thing, no matter who it was. I even figured that for Trump. You know, like, well, hopefully he'll do something positive for us. You know, even if it's just one thing. And that's just how I feel. But even if I had strong opinions about political things, I would never, like, I might get into a heated debate with them maybe, but I would never, like, try to ruin someone's life over it. Like, never. It's just weird to me. I don't get that thought process. But I mean, I also don't think that because you label yourself a conservative, a Democrat, a Republican, whatever, any of that, I don't think that that entirely means that you stand for every little thing done by that party, because every party has been right or wrong about things that have been done. So it's, I don't know what we're all so mad at each other for, because we should be mad at the government, not the people. For blush, I'm going to go in with the AOA Perfect Blush in Wispy. And, of course, the AOA Studio F13. I believe this is the blush brush. I don't know. Some of them are for setting powder, whatever. I do what I want. Look at that. It's so pretty and gorgeous. Blush. I look at people who don't wear blush, or like literally like I don't like blush. I don't wear blush. I literally look at them like this. I love this color. It is such a beautiful burnt kind of orange corally yumminess. Now for highlighter, I have two items here from AOA. I have their Velour highlighter, which I accidentally snapped. I'm telling you, I'm hulking shit left and right. This is more of a putty bronzer highlighter. And this is in Sometimes. Very, very beautiful. So I want to like tap this on. Oh, that's so nice. And it goes over top of powder so beautifully. It really does. This is what I like about these. Is I can use a cream product and not mess everything up. But then let's go more. Let's go one step more. This is actually more like 10 steps more with the AOA Pow Lighter in Astro. I'm going to go in with the AOA brush F19, which is their highlighting brush. It's amazing. Literally amazing. My son is playing a game, so you may hear him scream. Oh, oops. Oops. Oopsie. Oops. Oh, shit. Let's try to lighten that down a little bit. I got excited. I got excited with the Cheese Whiz. These POW lighters, like literally I know why they call them POW lighters. Because it's like pow in your face. And if you use one of their putty ones and then this, not only is your highlight going to stay all day, but they'll see you, girl. They'll see you. And I actually forgot to put eyeliner on, and I would like to do that. So I'm going to go in with the Lancome. This is their Drama Liquid Pencil, and this is in Macadam. Macadam? It's a green color. A very pretty green color, actually. If you never tried the eyeliners from Lancome, I highly recommend it. I have a ton of them, and they work really, really good. And then I'm going to go in one of those long lash mascaras from Malibu Glitz. I have been trying these out because they all do have different wands. And so far, they're not too bad. Alright, I'm going to wipe off that sleeping mask that I had on. And let's see. I think I want a really pink lip. So what I'm going to do is go in with the KVD lip liner in Saint. It's a very light pink. I put it all over my lips because the KVD stays all day. So even if the lipstick wears off, this doesn't. And then I'm going to go into a MAC lipstick, and this is in Pink Plaid, which I've had for so long. That's how much I have left of it. I love this lipstick so much. And it's a matte. Love it. Totally love it. Oh, fuck my leg. Alright, so this is the finished look. Fun, a little bit of a green, brownie, earthy. And I love a pink lip with green. You know, like I could have maybe gone a little lighter pink maybe, or throw a gloss on, I'm not sure. But I love how all of this turned out. I will leave everything I use listed down below as always. The crazy thing is most of it's from SHOPMISSA, so it's only $1 or a little over $1. So that's even better. But I'll list down my shirt and everything like that down below for you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I believe you're going to see this Friday. So happy Friday. I hope you have a good weekend. We're supposed to have like torrential downpours. But thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up so it helps me in the algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't. And I, of course, will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.